Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Arboliva EX from the newly released set Destined Rivals. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 3 copies of the Smoliv, the 2 Dolliv, and the 2 Arboliva EX. We're mostly interested just in that first attack, the Oil Salvo for the 1 Grass Energy. It's basically going to be a damage spread attack where you get to do 120 damage in 20 damage increments on your opponent's Pokemon. And we have the second attack with the Aroma Shot for the 160 base damage. We do recover from all special conditions with this attack. So to help us take knockouts on your opponent's Pokemon, we do run the Dusknoir line. We do run the 4 copies of the Duskull, the 3 Dusclops for that Cursed Blast ability where you can knock out this Pokemon and then put 5 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, as well as the 3 copies of the Dusknoir, the exact same ability, except when we knock out Dusknoir, we get to put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Budew here for some cheap item lock with the Itchy Pollen. We can do 10 base damage, and then during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Hawlucha, that Flying Entry ability. When we play it from our hand onto the bench, we can choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 10 damage on each of them. And then lastly, with the 1 copy of the Squawkabilly EX for that Squawk and Cease ability, on the first turn of the game, we can discard our hand to draw 6 new cards. And then moving on to the trainer cards, for our stadium cards, we have the 1 copy of the Academy at Night, where once during each player's turn, they can put a card from their hand on the top of their deck. And then for our ace spec, we have the Grand Tree, where once during each player's turn, they can fully evolve up their basic Pokemon to the highest stage evolution, with the one exception is that they can't use this on basic Pokemon that just came into play that same turn. And then we also have the 1 copy of the Jamming Tower, which will shut down all tool cards in play for both you and your opponent. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 3 copies of the Colress Tenacity, where you can search out your deck for a Stadium card and a Energy card and put them into your hand. And then we have the 2 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. And then lastly, we have the 4 copies of the Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our energy cards, we have the 5 basic grass energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Yeah, they're definitely not the greatest starting hand. No Smoliv at all, or Buddy Poffin or anything. So that's not too great. So yeah, we won the coin toss, and we decided to go first. And we had no mulligans. Doesn't look like they're gonna have any mulligans either. So let's see what they have. Could be a Team Rocket deck maybe. They got the sleeves. They open with Rockets Moltres. Ooh, nice. We do pick up Squawk. But we'd lose all of these cards. And I feel like we'll just go for that. And yeah, let's put down the Hawlucha. At least we'll get the 10 damage. Yeah, I feel like we'll just Super Rod here, because we're gonna need all of these Pokemon. Rocket's Transceiver, so they're probably gonna search out Proton here. Yeah, there it is. I feel like almost every Team Rocket's deck is exactly like this. Ooh, they even got Factory also, so they're gonna find the 3 basics and draw 2. That's a pretty good turn. Let's see, they got Chingling. Zapdos and Mewtwo. What does this Zapdos do? I don't really see it played often at all. Jamming Wing. So okay, energy, control, and then the thunder is just an attack. Team Rocket's Great Ball. So they're gonna find the evolution. So maybe we might have to use the Iono. I don't know. Let's see, the Earthen Vessel. And I still feel like we need time to set up here. And let's get rid of their stadium. Yeah, let's go for Iono. Yeah, let's end turn. I don't think they're gonna knock us out, but you never know. Because they would need a Team Rocket's energy just to use that first attack. I don't know. Because they got the one fire and then they need two Colress. Wow, they have it. They go for Team Evolution? Nah, I think they just did that to get rid of the card. But what are the odds that they had the Rocket's energy? Archer? Interesting, they actually go for a TM evolution instead of knocking us out. I don't know what to think, I don't know. Let's go into Smoliv. Let's Night Stretcher, I guess, the Duskull back. Put the Arboliva on the top of the deck, and then let's just research here. Yeah, no, I guess we'll put 20 on Chingling. Pick 2 prize cards, Grass Energy and Night Stretcher. Let's see what they do here. But I'm still surprised that last turn they rather go for the TM evolution than knock out the Dusclops. I don't know. And they only evolved one Pokemon. They only got the Pupitar evolved up, and that's it. They didn't have anything else that could even evolve, so... Let's see, I'm guessing they're gonna get Tyranitar down here. Okay, there's the Archer. So we go down 3 cards. So they are weak to grass type. I feel like we can hit them in active and knock them out fairly easily. Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Oh, the damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance. So never mind, we can't knock out the Tyranitar. We'll get the Chingling, I guess. We get Duskull. And they only got 2 cards in their hand. Maybe they have a research because they did use the Academy at night last turn, I believe. They have Colress Tenacity. Yeah, what the... Oh no, that was us. We probably used it. They put in Rocket's Factory. Yeah, next turn they're gonna knock out both the Smoliv and Duskull. They Super Rod. They actually put the Moltres back into the deck. And the Chingling and the Fire Energy. So yeah, 2 knockouts. That's so bad. Yeah, and there's the Rare Candy. Completely too late. See what I pick up here. Dusknoir. Yeah, there's another transceiver, so they're probably gonna get Ariana here. And drop. Now they get the Petrol. I wonder what they're gonna get. Yeah, they play Ariana instead, so I don't know why they searched that Petrol. I don't know. Larvitar. See, Earthen Vessel, they got rid of Tenacity. And yeah, they do find the energy to attack. So I do want to gust up something else here. Counter Catcher, can't use that. Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna retreat out here. This is counter catcher. If it's counter catcher, we're basically gonna lose this. Now to get Ariana. So I don't know why they're using a supporter to search out another supporter on Or maybe we should have had them knock out the Arboliva, actually. Because then we could have just knocked them out the Ursaluna. Would have been perfect, actually. Pretty bad. Or I guess what we can do, actually, we could Rare Candy, get the Dusknoir. Have them go down to 1 prize. And then we basically win this. Yeah, we made it needlessly difficult for no reason. We do take the last 2 prize cards here. We get Research and Ultra Ball. There we go. Okay, they take a mulligan. Looks like it's gonna be Salamence. So yeah, we did win the coin toss, and we decided to go first for this game, and they took at least 1 mulligan here. And I believe they're running the Salamence EX, maybe with Charizard, potentially. Because they do have the Shelgon, and they even have Spiky Energy also. Let's see, Night Stretcher. Ooh, they actually got Team Rocket's Houndour. So I haven't really seen any deck lists for the Houndoom Houndour line from Destined Rivals Cycling Road. I discard the energy to draw a card. Definitely something we can't afford to do, honestly. Because I think we only have like, what, 5 Grass Energies in this deck? See, they Earthen Vessel, they get 2 Fire Energies. Yeah, I can't believe I think we're going to be drawing Super Rod here. So bad. Yeah, let's just go for research. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of deck this is. They got Rockruff as well. They attached the Fire Engine. Another 20. I don't know. See, is Arboliva in the deck? It is. Okay, none got prized. And I think we're gonna use the Curse Blast on the Dusclops first. Get rid of the Bagon, in my opinion. Or at least put 50 damage, I mean, on it. Let's get rid of these Nest Ball. Or what? We can actually just take another Dusclops here. Or I mean Duskull. Restart for 1. Yeah, that's not helpful. Yeah, I think it was a good call to get rid of the Bagon, because the Grand Tree, if they used it, they would have used it 100% on the Bagon. Because we even saw the Shelgon in their mulligan. So they would have 100% used it for the Bagon. And quickly evolved it up. They get Lycanroc. Let's see, did they have the Spiky Energy? No, they don't have any in their hand. Grand Tree, I guess I'm gonna get the Houndoom. And of course they got the Art Rare Houndoom here. Yeah. Pretty insane art. I don't know if that's better than the one from Shrouded Fable or... Yeah, they just concede here. So yeah, they won the coin toss and they picked to go second and they had us go first here. So we do have a mulligan. We didn't get a single basic. We'll put Mew in front. Kind of not the greatest hand, because if we Nest Ball for the Squawk, I don't want to get rid of the Grand Tree here. Looks like this could be Goldango. Or maybe we should just skip the Squawk and go for the Smoliv. And I think that's what we're gonna do. It's not like we're required to use Squawk. At the end of the day, it is still a 2-prize liability. So if it's not convenient to use, I feel like might as well skip it here. Especially since we have supporter cards in our hand. Like, since we already have the Grand Tree, we probably won't need the Colress, probably won't need Iono, and we can just research next turn. So, they got 3 basics. I'm not sure what's taking them so long here. Oh, wow, they use Iono. That is so bad. Okay, we get research. So they got Ogie Dogie. So I don't know if this is a Goldango. Maybe I doubt it is actually now. They could just be using single prizers here, like that Scizor. Let's see what the Nest Ball. Dunsparce. Bravery Charm. Okay, at least we're not weak to fighting here. Oh, and there's a Squawk when you don't need it. Yeah, I said let's research here. Yeah, let's pass. Not all that much we can do here. Still a pretty decent Iono that we got to research. The Dunsparce. That's not great. Then I'm gonna start drawing cards here. Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, Okidogi's weak to Psychic, so can't hit that for weakness. Scyther's Fire, Scizor's Fire also, fighting. And they attach Luminous Energy to Okidogi, so they got 280 HP. Colress, Tenacity. Let's see what they get. Maybe if they put a stadium in play, this can be a great time to put our Grand Tree, get rid of their stadium. And it looks like they're not really running many evolutions here. They get Artisan. Yeah, they do play it all as well. So I believe the Arboliva has 120 damage that it can spread. So that's 160 on the Okidogi if we want to knock it out. Or we can get Scyther and Dunsparce potentially. Maybe let's put the damage on Pheasantipity. And actually get like 2 prizes out of this. Can we Artisan for anything? And I guess let's get another Duskull maybe. Get Grand Tree and Grass. Okay, at least they're both in the deck here. Alright, now maybe let's go for the Dusclops line here. We start for 2. Yeah, that's not really helpful at all. Going to the Arboliva. So let's see, that's 150, 170, 90, 210. Then we just got 20 more. And I guess we'll put on Scyther and Dunsparce. Let's see what they do here. They got quite a lot of damage on board on their Pokemon. 130 on Okidogi, 20 on Scyther, 20 on Dunsparce. And I feel like they'll probably use the Grand Tree for the Dunsparce. Ooh, they get Monkey Dory. Do they have a Dark Energy? Either Dark or Luminous. Nest Ball. Okay, looks like they don't have the Night Stretcher to get the Pheasantipity back, so that's good for us. They can't draw those 3 cards. They got Latias. And they got the Dark Energy. And the Crispin. At least they didn't have to shame and to protect their bench Pokemon. I'm kind of surprised. So with Crispin, yeah, let's see, Metal Energy. So what's the other energy? Fighting, okay. And they're probably gonna go Grand Tree for the Dunsparce. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to find the Rare Candy, Night Stretcher, Dusknoir back to get rid of that Okidogi. They retreat out into Okidogi. I think they do 140. No, 170. Let's see, Hawlucha. And I guess I can fix the math on the Monkey Dory. Oh no, wait, you have another Dusclops Dusknoir. Okay, let's do that. So we're basically gonna put 130, I guess, on the Okidogi. And Night Stretcher. Maybe get Dusclops. Yeah, let's restart for 1, get rid of the Buddy Poffin. And nah, we're not gonna get the Smoliv. We only have two of the Arbolivas in the deck. Draw a card, Nest Ball. Is there anything we can get? Nah, not really. I don't want to trap myself in that Ursaluna. I mean, it is weak to fighting. Yeah, we'll just put the damage on Okidogi again. Because if we put it on something else, I'll just move the damage over with Monkey Dory. Take 2 prize cards. Mew EX and Buddy Poffin. They go into Monkey Dory. Yeah, they're pretty much done here. I don't know what they can do really to make a comeback. And Okidogi needs 2 energies to attack also, so it's not like they can just set it up in one turn either. They could have Psychic. No, they put Metal on Monkey Dory. Never mind. They could have had the Psychic or the Luminous to use the Mind Bend. I could have maybe got themselves a free turn or 2. Hyper Blower. And I guess we'll go into Mew. Yeah, I know what they're doing here. And it looks like they don't want to bench anything else maybe, because we could snipe it. They play Arven. Super Rod and Bravery Charm. All I know, it doesn't look like they'll get an attack this turn. Ooh, Bravery Charm on Monkey Dory. Let's see, we used, I think, 2 Night Stretchers here. I feel like if we could find another Night Stretcher, get another Dusknoir, we could put the 130 on the Latias and then just KO it, take the last 2 prize cards. So, I don't know if that'll be possible. They Ultra Ball for Scyther. And they put it on the bench. But even so, I feel like we'd still need the Dusknoir here, or a way to get it back from the discard. They retreat out into Scyther. Okay. Adrenabrain. I'm gonna move 10 over, I guess, Arboliva. Either that or the Smoliv. Ooh, Research, that's a good one. Let's use Grand Tree first. Yeah, I feel like they're just so done. I don't know how they can just keep going. I guess we'll bench the Mew EX. And then Research. Yeah, that's it. We got the Night Stretcher. And let's just put all 120 on the Latias. Take the last 2 prize cards. Let's see what we get here. Jamming Tower and the Buddy Poffin. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.